Hello students, so welcome everyone. As I told you in my previous video, I'm going to explain you rational and irrational number in the next video. So I'm here to explain. So you must have heard in class 8, rational numbers are the numbers which can be written in the form of P by Q, right? They are written in the form of P by Q, where Q should not be equal to 0, right? So everyone just try to understand, we can write down all the numbers in the form of P by Q. All the integers can be written. Like for example, 1, 2 by 3, minus 4 by 6. They all are rational numbers. Why? I have taken 1 also. You'll say, ma'am, it is a natural number. Dear, it is a rational number also because I can write down it in the form of P by Q. Right? And why I said that Q should not be equal to 0? Because we cannot divide any number by 0. For example, if I write it down 4 by 0, it is not divisible. You can say the answer is not defined. Why not defined? Tell me, can you start division? Can you divide 4 by 0? Because you know in the table of 0, they all are zeros. So that is why we say that denominator should not be equal to 0. Okay, now as I told you, I have given you the example of rational numbers, like you can say 4, 2 by 3, minus 6 by 9. They all are rational numbers, right? But you must be wondering that fractional number also the same. But dear, in fractional number, we used to take the example 4 and 2 by 3, not minus 6 by 9. Because fractional numbers, in fractional number, we can take the natural numbers, not the negative numbers. Clear? So now, one more thing, types of rational number. Rational numbers are again divided into two types, that is terminating and non-terminating. Non-terminating, repeated, or we can say recurring. Now, what are terminating and non-terminating rational numbers? Terminating and non-terminating rational numbers. Let us understand the difference. By the term itself, you can say terminating means which can be divided. For example, if I say like this, if I write down 10 by 2, it is a terminating rational number because when you divide, it gets the answer as 5. Or we can say 5 by 2, answer is 2.5. Terminating means at a point. The decimal numbers also, like we can say the terminating decimal numbers also, like the numbers which can be divisible, right? At one point we get the 0 as the remainder, that are terminating. Now what are non-terminating? Non-terminating numbers are those where we cannot get the 0 because the number recurring means repeating. For example, if you divide any number, you get the answer like this, 2.32222, so on. So this is non-terminating, means we will not get the answer as 0. Again and again same remainder is coming, or you can say same question is coming, like 2, you can say it is repeating, right? So this is called non-terminating. Recurring means, or you can say one example like we can add 5, 2, then again 5, 2, again 5, 2. You can see the same numbers are repeating. So we have two types of rational numbers, terminating and non-terminating. I'll give you one more example. Let us understand by. So now let's understand terminating and non-terminating recurring numbers with this example. Okay. Now if you divide 5 by 2, you get answer as 2.5. So you can see it is a terminating number, right? Next, for 17 divided by 5, you get 3.4. Similarly, 8 divided by 15, you get 0.5333, so on. Point I'll write down here clearly. Next is, if you divide 9 by 20, you'll get 0.45. And when you divide 17 by 6, you get 2.8333, so on. For 11 divided by 21, you get 0.5238, 0.95238, and so on. Right? Now, it's really now you can easily see that the number which is terminating is called terminating rational number. So 5 by 2 is a terminating rational number. 17 by 5 is also a terminating. 8 by 15 is terminating but recurring number. 9 by 20 is a terminating, and 17 by 6 is again non-terminating and recurring. 11 by 21 is a non-terminating recurring number, right? But children, is it important to divide and get the answer? If in the exam it comes 5 by 2, tell me it is a terminating or non-terminating recurring number, then you're going to divide it and get the answer? No. It's very easy. By seeing the number itself, you can find out whether it is a terminating or non-terminating recurring number. How? Let's understand. First, let us see the denominator. Let us do the prime factorization of the denominator. Here 2, denominator is 2. We'll write down like this. 5 is again a 5. 15 can be written as 3 into 5. Right? We are writing it into prime factors. 20 can be written as 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 5. Okay? Or we can say it 2 raised to power 2 multiplied by 5. One of the same thing. 6 can be written as 2 multiplied 3, and 21 3 multiplied by 7. Now children, if you pay attention, you will see that all terminating numbers are either having 2, 5 as a factor, or 2 or 5 both as a factor. And rest of the numbers in which you see there is either like 5 is there but another number is also there as a prime factor. Here also, they are non-terminating recurring number. So what we can say, so we'll write down this is a, for t, we'll write down terminating number, we'll write down t, and for non-terminating, we'll write down n, t, r. Okay, so this is t, that is terminating. This number is also t, terminating. This is non-terminating but recurring number. This also terminating number. This is also a terminating number. Non-terminating and recurring number. This is also NTR, means non-terminating recurring number. So children, always remember, when you see that the denominator is either having 2, 5 as a factor, or both 2 and 5 both, we can call it terminating terminating rational number. But when you do the prime factorization of the denominator and you see 2 is there, 5 is there, but one more prime number is there other than 2 and 5, then we call it non-terminating recurring number. Is this clear? I hope you understood the difference between terminating, non-terminating, recurring, and by seeing the number itself you can find out whether it is terminating or NTR, means non-terminating recurring number. So this is all about rational number. Now let us understand more about irrational number. You ready? Let's start. Let's understand about irrational numbers. Now children, let's understand irrational number. Now children, you have read in class 8 square and square root, right? So you know what is the square root of 9? That is 3. Square root of, you can say, 25 is 5. See, these numbers are rational numbers, right? Now to understand irrational number, like, can you find out the square root of 2? You'll not, yes, you can find out, but you'll not get the perfect natural number because it's not a perfect square, right? It's not a perfect square number, right? So if you find out, if I ask you to find out the square root of 3, again you'll not get a number like natural number, right? You'll get the answer in decimal, and that decimals are not going to terminate or not going to repeat. So irrational numbers are the numbers which are non-terminating, means we cannot stop division anywhere. You will not get remainder as 0. So irrational numbers, I'll write down. Irrational numbers are non-terminating and non-recurring. Non-recurring means they are not going to repeat. So these are non-irrational numbers. So all the square root, all the numbers whose square root is no, you will not get a, you will see which are not the perfect square, right? They all are irrational number, like root 2, right? You'll not get, you get, if you find out the square root of 2, you'll get like this. You'll get 1.4142135623, so on. So what you see, it is not terminating, means this is non-terminating, and non-recurring. Can you see any number which is repeating? No. So it's an irrational number. Or if I give you example of root 3, the answer is, if you find out the value on calculator, you'll see like it is coming like so on, right? Again, it is not terminating, means the division is not going to end anywhere, and non-repeating also, right? So they are irrational number. Non-terminating, non-recurring numbers are irrational numbers. If somebody asks you to write down one irrational number, so it's very easy. You just write down any number like this, 2.010010001, and so on. So you can see, again it is non-terminating and non-repeating. So it is an irrational number. I hope you understood rational and irrational numbers. So let us wind up. Let us come to the conclusion here. So irrational numbers are non-terminating, non-recurring, and rational number, very easy to understand. I have explained you. Rational numbers are terminating, or we can say non-terminating and recurring. Okay, so we can say, if the number is written, if the q means denominator, you know the rational number can be written as in the form of p by q. So when q, you can say, if q is, if you write down q in the form, if you write down, do the prime factorization of the denominator, and you can get it in the form of 2 raised to power m and 5 raised to power n. So we can say that numbers are terminating. Okay, or but non-terminating, when if the denominator is written as 2 raised to power m, 5 raised to power n, and k. And what is k here? K is it's a factor other than 2 and 5. I hope you understood this thing. It is really important to understand. Okay, so I hope rational numbers and irrational numbers are clear to you. So take care. Bye-bye everyone.